welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. Ladies and gentlemen, last night I was feeling a little bit bearish on Ethereum, okay? There was some news that had came out that the EIP 1559 was not going to reduce gas fees like we all thought. And it kind of had me considering shifting just a little bit. But nope, I couldn't do it. So my second sense told me not to. And of course, this morning, I wake up and see this. Visa is settling payments using USDC on Ethereum. And it also plans to roll out with more partners in the coming years. So, in a press release this morning, ladies and gentlemen, Visa has processed a cryptocurrency payment directly on the Ethereum blockchain as part of a new service that the payment giant plans to introduce to its partners later this year. The move, the latest sign of increased adoption of digital currencies by the old guard financial industry, aka the legacy industry, guys, the legacy companies of the old era that bumped the price of Bitcoin and Ether roughly 5% each in recent trading. At the time of reading, BTC was sitting at somewhere around 58,000, up 3.1% in the last 24 hours. Per a press release shared with CoinDesk, Crypto.com sent a USDC stablecoin transaction to an account at Anchorage Custody under Visa's name. Crypto.com issues crypto-backed Visa cards, which allow its users to spend the coins in their Crypto.com wallet. United States dollar coin, or USDC, is a so-called stablecoin backed one-to-one to the US dollar. Usually, Crypto.com has to sell cryptocurrencies to cover its obligations to Visa in cash. But this new program will allow the company to pay in USDC going forward. The pilot could be a bellwether for mainstream acceptance of crypto-native payment methods, as it marks the first time Visa has accepted a cryptocurrency payment in lieu of cash for its services. In a quote from Visa's Chief Production Officer, Jack Forstell, said crypto-native fintechs want partners who understand their business and complexities of digital currency form factors. The announcement today marks a major milestone in our ability to address the needs of fintechs managing their business in a stablecoin or cryptocurrency. And it's really an extension of what we do every day, securely facilitating payments in all different currencies across the world. Now, real quick, guys, before we go forward, just to give you a little bit of context on what just happened. Over the weekend, some big names at Visa and some big names at Ethereum got together in a room and they executed a transaction, the first of its kind between these two partners. Now, it may not have been the first time, but this is the first time that it works, and it gave them the go ahead to push forward. So the whole issue with Ethereum being slow right now and the gas fees being high, Visa, whoever that was, they saw that. They went through that process, and you can pretty much guarantee they have a way to fix it. Now, continuing. Visa's USDC settlement with Crypto.com comes almost 2 months after news surfaced that the payments company is building out APIs for banks and financial institutions to buy and sell cryptocurrencies for their clients using Visa's network and Anchorage Custody services. So, guys, the pieces are being laid on the board here. We just got this morning. Mind you, let me remind you of some of the news we had last week with governments coming in. Okay? Who do you think their clients are? Banks and financial institutions, sovereign wealth funds coming into crypto. Countries use banks and financial institutions to spin the sovereign wealth fund, ladies and gentlemen. Just making sure that we stay connected. But going forward, Visa plans to flesh out its crypto-native asset services by supporting reconciliation and currency conversion for stablecoins such as USDC, and creating settlement reports with blockchain wallet addresses to verify transactions. Visa also said in a press release that Anchorage will be Visa's digital asset settlement agent and that it will integrate its treasury systems with Anchorage. After further testing and additional conversations with clients, partners, and members of the regulatory community, we hope to launch this capability for other partners in the years ahead. So, this is very bullish for Ethereum. This is very bullish for Ethereum. I said that twice because, like I alluded to, guys, you can pretty much guarantee that if they executed the transaction, they have been executing transactions, they know how to solve that gas fee issue. There would be no other reason as to why they are getting involved. There'd be no other reason, guys. But this is the biggest news coming out for Ethereum, and I felt it appropriate to give it to you guys first. And as you can see right now, at time of recording, some live prices, everything's looking up, guys. Everything's looking up. But once again, guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more news on crypto adoption on a regular basis. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can at Digital Hustle 2021. Also on Library, it's a decentralized alternative to YouTube. And I'll be posting specialized videos there that I can't necessarily post on YouTube, some real deep information. Make sure you check that out. Links in the description. Also, if you're interested in supporting independent video game developers, guys, you got to check out Piteflare. They're giving out free Zcash and free Doge for a limited time only. Links in the description. But as always, guys, you know what I'm about to tell you. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And most importantly, you make that money. I'll see you in the next video.
Almost everyone knows the Visa brand, one of the most trusted and recognizable in the world. But not everyone knows what Visa does.
A credit card company.
Not a credit card company.
It's a bank company.
Nope.
They loan money.
Try again.
They lend the money to you and then they charge your bank account later.
Sorry.
I have no idea.
Oh!
Can I have a clue?
Visa is a payments technology company that facilitates commerce around the world. Whether you're making a purchase, sending money to a friend, or part of a business moving money to another business. Visa pioneered the electronic payments business more than 60 years ago, envisioning a world in which paying for something could be translated into electrons and photons that move across the globe at the speed of light.
The consumer may access an infinite range of goods and services whenever he chooses, wherever he may be.
Today, there are more than 3 billion Visa accounts around the world, in more than 200 countries and territories. During fiscal year 2019, more than 200 billion payments and cash transactions were made with the Visa brand, representing more than 11 trillion in payments and cash volume, from the largest cities to remote communities across the globe. Each transaction made on the Visa network represents a packet of data that moves across a massive telecommunications network, more than 10 million miles in length end to end. The network is made up of fiber, Ethernet, wireless, satellite, and virtual connections, linking consumers, businesses, governments, and financial institutions. The journey of each transaction starts with you. When you click, swipe, dip, or tap to pay, data about the transaction travels from the store owner to their bank or processor, which captures the information and sends it to VisaNet. VisaNet uses artificial intelligence technology to analyze every aspect of the transaction to determine the level of risk for fraud. VisaNet routes the information to the bank that issued the customer's credit or debit account. The bank decides whether to approve or decline the transaction based on Visa's risk score and its own data about the account. Traveling back through VisaNet, the approved request returns to the store owner, where the transaction is completed. Later on, Visa makes sure the money is transferred. This authorization all happens in less than 1 second, whether you're in Miami, Madrid, or Mumbai. Making sure that every transaction flows instantly are several global data centers, synchronized in real time so that if one system experiences issues, another picks up. Software developers and other partners can use Visa's developer tools to build innovative ways to pay. As a payments leader, Visa is extending the boundaries of our network and the potential of billions of connected devices, bringing the security and reliability of our brand to customers across the entire payments ecosystem. Digital commerce can extend to even the most remote regions, where people who don't typically bank can access the benefits of mobile technology. Despite the growth of digital payments, about 1.7 billion people still lack access to formal financial services, and consumers spend nearly $17 trillion in cash and checks. Meeting this opportunity is the mission of Visa's more than 19,000 employees committed to accelerating the global migration to digital payments to enable individuals, businesses, and economies to thrive. You might not know what Visa does because the inner workings of our network are not visible when you're making a payment, and they shouldn't be. Speed, security, and convenience are what drive our business, so you can get on with yours, no matter how, when, and where you choose to pay.